Continue Getting Better featuring daylyt. This is Art in 5D. I'm Otis 5D.
Art in 5D with Otis 5D. Taste the rainbow.
All right, so daylyt was a battle rapper and is now just a rapper working with Punch from TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. And let's take a moment before we get into this. daylyt is one of the greatest living human beings. He is one of the greatest living artists. There is at least a case to be made that he's the greatest living lyricist alive. His use of language is, it's almost like next dimensional how much it hurts your brain, some of the ways that he plays with words, very sophisticated, Mr. Otis 5D. And in addition to that, he's just a complete genius about human existence and the nature of reality and also the period of time that we're in. And he figured out the internet and how to use the internet to become somebody. The only other people that I can think that did that as well as daylyt are like Elon and Donald Trump and like Kanye and maybe Kim Kardashian or something. Like, he is up there. This guy is fucking up there. So I guess you would say he's like a guerrilla marketing genius as well. So we're going to see some of his genius here. What he's doing, this is a dude, EK, who does this cool little show where he has people watch stuff. And so daylyt is watching a battle between Danny Myers and Marv One and kind of analyzing it. And his analysis it was so deep. This is just a 2-minute clip right toward the beginning, and it's about the striving to continue getting better. And it speaks to me so deeply because it's like, what else is there? What else is real in the time of Jeffrey Epstein and Diddy and Jigga what than like just skills, just striving to continue getting better? And you look in the background there, you see A-Ward. A lot of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but I remember I used to not be a fan of A-Ward, but that dude, bro, he just strived to continue getting better, and now his skill is just like undeniable. So anyway, let's check it out.
I still want to do it. I don't know.
He's talking about battle rap. Does he want to do it?
I think it's a confidence thing, but I think like in sports, you get older, your body starts changing, you have back pain, you have different pains. In rap, you don't necessarily get old. The thing in rap is what you can always do is level up. And I think that Marv needs to look himself in the mirror and go, okay, I've been this good for so long. What could I do to be a better version of what they've been seeing?
I really love that. I mean, that's so simple, but it's like not something I've ever really thought about. Is just like, yeah. So this guy, he's talking about Marv One, super, super dope rapper, battle rapper. And, very, very high level. And at the same time, not at the highest level. And it's like, in my mind, he's just there. Yeah, he's like high level, and like that's his level. But what I love about what daylyt is saying, he's like, nah, fuck that. Like, why can't he be at the highest level? And like, why aren't you at the highest level? And what would you have to change to be at the highest level? And, obviously when he's talking about Marv, I'm thinking about me. So just in case it's not clear.
What other things could I incorporate? Let me look around. Like, for example, and I like to use basketball. I never
He's
do
super
fillet.
good basketball player.
I never do fillet layups. Ever.
I don't know what a fillet layup is.
That's not my era. Even though Jordan did one like back in the day, I just never did them. Like, nigga, I'm still I get to the backboard, I'll 2-hand tap on your bitch ass. Like, I'm still, like, for real. And, like, the other day, like, I did a fillet. Like, and I'm like, why haven't I been doing this? Am I stubborn?
Right.
Nah, you can't be stubborn, man. You just got to adapt with the game. Especially if you still going to play it, you just got to adapt.
There's a lot of humility
get in the gym and
in
work
that.
on these things like these young niggas is doing and incorporate it.
There is definitely something that I see where as you get older, there's a feeling of like, why should I have to keep working so hard? Because I was working as hard as the young kids are working when I was a young kid, and like, why should I have to keep? But it's like, well, that's it. That's the choice. Are you going to get old, or are you going to stay current? And the number of people who stay current each year that you get older keeps dropping, meaning the number of people at your age that are still current gets smaller and smaller. So there is a sort of like subconscious pressure of like, well, whatever, like none of the other people my age are doing this, why should I do this? But that's just another one of the traps.
So I think that's kind of what Marv got to do. Like, I haven't watched this whole battle, so I don't know what he did this battle, but one thing I can take from what I've seen right now is battle rap is in a faster pace right now. Like, people speedy now.
He's
real
also
speedy.
such a good analyst of other people's.
If Marv would continue to keep his foot on the gas, like,
this
just,
is such.
so
this guy Marv, but this guy Marv tends to rap slow. There was this whole style of battle rap. I won't go into this too much, but in the 2010s, let's say 2000s, 2010s, and it was very like slow and punchline heavy. It was almost like rapped stand-up comedy. If you like rhyming roast. It was like a rhyming hip-hop roast at some level, right? And a lot of the people that are now in their late 30s and 40s, like that's the era that they come from, and like that's what's in their head. But now, because the young people grew up on all of that and thought like, well, that's cool, but like, what can I do to make a name for myself? And one of the things that people have done is they've gotten faster. They just, instead of ba 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 ba, ha 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 ha, it's like ba da da ba da 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 ba 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 ba, and it just keeps going, and you're like, your brain hurts, right, in a good way.
16 in a row of not letting off the
16
gas.
bars.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
Something.
He has better rhythm than I do.
One in the, like, if he does that and he builds up that crazy momentum, some of these bars will hit a tremendous time. Like, they'll hit tremendously bigger. But other than that, I like Marv. I think Marv's amazing.
Yeah, Marv's dope. So that's it. That's the clip. That's the video. And I think that the takeaway is that like you just don't ever get to stop striving to get better, because like that's the infinite game of true artistry, true creativity, true ingenuity is the endless pursuit of what more can I do? What more can I do? And to daylyt's point, the beauty of being an artist as opposed to an athlete is that in most forms of art, their age really is not a limiting factor. If you just look at movie directors, painters, authors, Martin Scorsese, Cormac McCarthy come to mind. Even Mick Jagger, though I don't think that's as good a reference. Eminem's a pretty good reference. He's still just leveling up year after year with the ba da 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 ba da ba 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 da ba da, and yeah, that's like there's no if you want the easy path, you eventually end up like going down the fucking Puff Daddy path, or you go down like the 50 Cent Vegas residency path. And I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with those. 50 is clearly more focused on business and like the infinite game of business than art. But regardless, like that's the ante if you want to stay in the game. So that's my 2 cents. Go fuck yourself. Peace.
Otis5D.xyz.
Go fuck yourself.